Today, I would like to explain the reason why Shohei Ohtani can truly demonstrate his unique essence precisely because he participates in games as a two-way player, both pitching and hitting. For Shohei Ohtani, being a two-way player is his absolute lifeline. We must understand that he is not simply carrying out two separate roles as a pitcher and a hitter. Rather, he is fundamentally a two-way player by nature. When Ohtani takes the mound as a pitcher, he is inherently a player who embodies the dual roles of a pitcher and a hitter. A two-way player and taking the mound solely as a pitcher is something that should never happen. Doing so would mean crushing one side of his talent. The unity of pitcher and hitter combined into one form is exactly who Shohei Ohtani is. As I have stated many times on this program, I have been maintaining that once Shohei Ohtani breaks out of his long-term batting slump and recovers, he shows a completely relaxed stance in the batter's box. From there, with a sharp, effortless swing, he increases his contact rate. For difficult pitches, he uses Ichiro-like bat control to spray sharp line drives. And for sweet pitches, his effortless swing allows him to hit an increasing number of home runs that just clear the fence as line drives. And right now, it is turning out exactly as I said, isn't it? The other day, during the game against the Pirates, his fly ball to left field was caught at the wall for a home run robbery. However, that ball possessed the exact characteristics of the trajectory born from his new batting method that we discussed on this program, the relaxed, tension-free swing. Because it was a swing without unnecessary force, the exit velocity was slightly slower, which allowed it to be caught for a home run robbery. Nevertheless, if it hadn't been caught, that hit would have been a home run. And we should truly praise the fielder who made that catch. However, what makes Shohei Ohtani truly incredible is that in the very same game where his home run was robbed, he firmly struck back by hitting a home run to left central field. This is not something an ordinary player can do. Usually, if a hit gets robbed of a home run, that would be the end of that player's active performance for the day. But he thoroughly hits it again and turns it into a home run. This is the appearance of the newly reborn unicorn. Moreover, in that game, Ohtani pitched 6 2/3 innings, throwing 102 pitches, allowing 4 runs with 3 earned runs. In that exact game, he launched a home run quality drive to left field and a definitive home run to left central field. Although massive distance cannot always be expected, his new batting style, which has undeniably increased his contact rate to reliably drive sweet pitches for extra base hits, is truly artistic. From now on, without a doubt, Shohei Ohtani's home runs will continue to increase. As for his pitching, his earned run average has entered the 1.00s, but there is absolutely no need to worry. His recent outing against the Pirates was not his best performance as a pitcher. Even under those conditions, the fact that he pitched that well is magnificent. As a pitcher, I believe it was a performance he wasn't entirely satisfied with, but he makes up for it by shining as a hitter and blasting a home run. This very dynamic is the perfect balance of his two-way style. Ideally, it would be wonderful if he could perform exceptionally well in both pitching and hitting simultaneously, but that is the kind of peak performance he unleashes on the grandest stages. During the regular season, games where he is in perfect condition in both pitching and hitting are actually quite rare. Even so, when Shohei Ohtani enters a godlike state, he performs phenomenally in both aspects and contributes immensely to the team's victory. The game against the Brewers in last year's National League Championship Series is the perfect example. That game was a match where Shohei Ohtani entered a godlike state as a two-way player. When he performs magnificently as a two-way icon, he hits 3 home runs in a single game. On the mound, he pitched 6 innings, allowing only 2 hits, 0 runs, and racking up 10 strikeouts. It was a truly special moment. While that kind of performance can occasionally be seen in the regular season as well, ordinarily, he firmly delivers a great performance in either pitching or hitting. He provides at least a minimum required performance on one side, while unleashing a supreme performance on the other. That is also the balance of being a two-way player. Just as every player has their daily ups and downs in condition, it is only natural that Shohei Ohtani's two-way play also has its ups and downs. The games in which he plays as a two-way competitor are immensely popular in Japan. Even in the early morning on weekdays, without a care, countless fans are completely glued to the Dodgers games. That shows just how strongly Japanese fans hold a sense of pride and anticipation for Shohei Ohtani's two-way journey. I sincerely hope that the Dodgers will continue to allow him to play as a two-way player whenever Shohei Ohtani takes the mound as a pitcher in the future. Next, let us talk about Shohei Ohtani's obsession with victory. Until the exact moment the game ends, no matter how much of a disadvantage he faces, he never gives up. He absolutely never abandons a game halfway through. That is precisely why, even in the recent game against the Pirates, when the Dodgers bullpen collapsed and a losing atmosphere filled the air at 6-9, he launched a two-run home run in the ninth inning, closing the gap to just 1 point. The meaning behind that home run demonstrates not only his exceptional batting instinct, but also his intense competitiveness and his powerful spirit of never giving up until the very end, which I believe gave birth to that home run. Shohei Ohtani's ability to never give up until the end is not something easily achieved. Precisely because it is him, he can maintain that level of mental strength, remaining resilient no matter how unfavorable the situation, and sustain his drive toward victory. Because he possessed that powerful mindset, he was able to achieve monumental success as a two-way player in both NPB and MLB, despite being constantly doubted and rejected at the beginning. When considering all of this, it truly makes me feel once again that Shohei Ohtani is the embodiment of a unicorn itself. That is all for today. Thank you very much.